Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm Jim Martin. This is my brother John, and this is Mind Over Media.
Yes, indeedy.
We've got a lot of stuff to get to today, John. It's been a busy news day.
Busy news couple days.
Yeah, so we'll get to as much as we can, guys. The President Trump dying. Have you heard anything about that?
Well, I thought it was funny the last few days on social media. All the posts about where's Trump. He's gone. He's in the hospital. He passed away. He died. And it's just, before we get into it, there's a clip I want to show you, and I want you to respond to the clip. Tell me what you think about it.
All right.
We continue to fight for the middle class. So thank you all for coming out today. Thank you for believing in these times. Because, look, I get it. You get up in the morning and you doom scroll through things. And although I will say this, the last few days you woke up thinking there might be news. Just saying. Just saying. There will be news sometime. Just so you know, there will be.
So that's Tim Walz, who ran on the same ticket as Kamala Harris.
Yep.
Talking about the subject we just talked about. Basically saying...
Wishing there was news coming out.
Was news. And saying, there will be. Trust me, there will be.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah. What is your take on that, Jim?
It sounds to me like he's calling for Trump's assassination to me.
Well, I don't know if it's that
or
far.
At least praying for him to die.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Yeah, two different things. I mean, let's separate the two.
Well, no, he wouldn't. He
for
honestly wouldn't care one way or the other if he had a heart attack or if someone shot him in the head.
Yeah, but I don't think he's calling for the assassination. I do think it's morally irreprehensible when you have a politician who just got done running for the second highest office in the land, publicly stating
that he hopes he dies.
He thinks it's funny that somebody could possibly die, and that person being the President of the United States. I find that appalling.
It's ridiculous.
And unfortunately...
And he should be arrested for it.
Well,
free speech, I guess.
Yeah,
but.
You can't be arrested for hoping somebody dies.
Yeah,
you just can't.
It's
just a sad state of affairs.
He should definitely be questioned, just like any other person. If Secret Service comes and knocks on your door and questions you,
they're not going to question anybody for that, Jim. You could go right now on this podcast.
Yeah, that's true, and it should. You shouldn't be questioned for it. That's for sure. It's just frustrating that it always seems to come from the left.
Well, and that's your ire building up, and
right.
That's what happens in these politics.
Right.
People immediately hear a soundbite, and then they want to jump out of their socks and do something without sitting back and thinking about it and
digesting it.
Yeah, you have to digest this information and realize that it's just a stupid opinion from a stupid person,
a dumb person, right?
Yep,
I agree with you.
And there's a lot of that on not just the news and on social media. These so-called experts and these politicians who we voted in there will say stuff just like this, just like what we just saw, just to get that ire up. And unfortunately, people do react. It's that knee-jerk reaction where they're going to react, and then that plays out, and then something from that plays out. Next thing you know, we don't even know what we're mad at each other about because we're too busy knee-jerking each other.
Right.
Meanwhile, you got politicians in there stealing us left and right.
Robbing us blind.
Getting rich. How about Ilhan Omar? She's in a wee bit of trouble now.
Yeah, she's... being looked into.
Well, she was basically poor when she took office, and somehow she's accumulated $30 million in just a couple of years. Yeah. And I'll tell you what that is. It goes to what you and I talked about, having access to power.
Yep.
And then these people want to come around, and you get information from them.
Well, how long has she been in office, John?
A few years.
And the salary for the Senate is
$175,000.
like what, $3 million a year, $35 million a year?
Yeah. So, $15 million a year. Right. So 2 years, she should have $30 million.
I don't understand why you're upset about that.
Yeah. It's just, to me, these are the same people who were trying to get at Donald Trump for a felony for
saying,
overestimating how much his property was worth.
right? Which to me seems dumb. I would try to underestimate it so I didn't have to pay as much taxes on it.
Well, people brag about that kind of stuff,
Right.
though. You know, and everybody does it, but it's not a felony. It's not even a crime.
No.
And those people are the ones out there using their position of power to make millions and millions of dollars.
Millions and millions of your dollars.
Of our dollars. They're getting it from somewhere.
Yep.
You know, like Gavin Newsom. He's getting that money
getting
from
the money
somewhere.
from the government, and it's not going where it's supposed to go. Yeah. So where's it going?
Yeah. You know, speaking of these politicians, Texas just underwent their redistricting.
Yes.
We'll have a big showdown here at the next election, see what happens.
Nobody lost their seat yet, but
Jasmine
fingers
Crockett
are crossed.
Jasmine Crockett might. Speaking of the bigger election, who's the front runners for the president?
For the president, you've got to have
Trump 2028.
Are you talking for
president?
For conservatives or liberals?
Well, let's talk conservatives first.
Okay, conservatives. You got of course, you got the vice president, J.D. Vance.
Yeah, who's going to be the front runner?
Yep. You've got Marco Rubio. I think could do it.
Yeah.
I'd say you still have the Florida governor.
You have to throw DeSantis.
DeSantis.
In there.
Yep.
Yeah, you have to. Virginia guy, Glenn Youngkin. He's always a good possibility. Then you're going to have some senators in there. Tim Scott's always
right.
He's always floating his name out there, which he's a great guy. He's a nice guy. He just doesn't have the ability to rally the troops.
No,
like
it's going to be. You're looking at maybe 3 possibilities. I think.
Yeah, well, unless something happens between now
and
then,
and
I think
something could happen.
I think JD's going to be the guy.
Yeah.
You know, he's young, he's motivated, he's got a lot of energy,
and he's smart.
He's smart. He speaks well, and he writes good books.
Yeah,
Hillbilly Elegy.
It was amazing.
A great book, great movie too.
If you haven't seen it, guys, definitely watch it. It'll tell you about his life
it.
Story. It's excellent.
Whatever side of the aisle you lie upon, this is a really good story. It truly is a story about kid that was born into complete utter poverty, didn't even have a pair of shoes.
Yep.
And now look at him; he's the vice president.
Yeah,
you know, it's
great story.
It can happen. It's the American dream.
What about on the Democrat side? Who do you think is the front runner?
So,
I know we had discussed this a couple days ago, and
so a lot of people were throwing out AOC, and
I think she's one of the top runners.
My first reaction is no way. I just don't think America would put up with that. But then when you actually analyze it, she is 35, so she is eligible.
Yes.
She's got a ton of followers, you know, on X and Instagram.
Millions and millions.
Yeah, in the tens of millions. And she does appeal to that 18 to 25 crowd.
The young socialist crowd.
Yeah. So she does have that. But when it comes right down to it, I think if that were to happen, and I think a lot of the Democrats within the Democrat Party know this, is if she were to get there, yes, it would give them all that young, you know, gung-ho, but it would certainly allow the Republican Party and the middle America, you know, that I'm conservative, but I like this.
Yeah, the moderates.
And they would be afraid of the communism that AOC would bring.
You know, I don't know that they would, John.
Yeah, I think that would rally the troops, and that would kill the Democrat Party.
Well, that's a great hope, but
yeah.
I don't think that would happen.
But anyway, that's my take on AOC. So I think they're going to pull her back. I don't think they'll run her.
Oh, absolutely, she's going to run. She's absolutely going to run. She's somebody who they look at as we can mold, and she'll do exactly what we say.
I think you've got Gavin Newsom.
Yeah,
who's a front runner. Also,
he's not going to win.
Not only will he not win, it's just the Democrats don't have a big choice.
No.
And if they do, there's going to be so much dirt slung on just those two. I mean,
and then you've got Kamala. I mean,
she's in there, but she's never won a race in her life. I mean, she's never even come close to winning a race. You know, the first time she ran for president, she was the first one out.
Yeah, she.
I don't even
First
think
one out
she
of the race,
lasted
she didn't get
3
1%.
weeks. You know, I don't, you know, and then somehow she becomes vice president, loses that.
Yep.
I mean, there was talks that she might run for governor of California.
Yeah, she wouldn't win there either.
Well, I think her old man Willie Brown went public and said
she shouldn't be there.
She shouldn't do that.
Her old man.
Well,
her old sugar daddy.
Yeah. Well, so I don't know if Kamala's a smart choice. I think she's the only choice that the Democrats have. Well, let me take this back, because I'll tell you after I'm done with this who I think would have the best chance. Kamala, if they did do that, she's an easy candidate. Everybody knows about her. They know how stupid she is. They know her dumbness.
And there's plenty of video out there to prove this stuff.
Yeah, and all of that 4 years would come back to haunt them. And I don't think the string pullers and the puppeteers of the Democrat Party would want to do that. A safe bet would be somebody like Buttigieg, who's got nothing to offer anybody.
No.
But they need to win, and he's not a winner. So they would pull back on that. I think the only person that they have out there right now that would have a chance the billionaire governor.
Do you think he could put up a fight against?
He's got money. And when you've got money, you can buy those.
And he does get up in front. And he does speak well in front of people.
Yeah.
And
he's not dumb.
He's able to.
He's a billionaire. I mean, he knows what the people want, and he can give it to them.
He knows what the people want to hear.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Well, that's what politicians do.
I know.
So when you look at those possibilities, and there's a couple others, but they're really not even worth mentioning. He, I think, is the only one. The other ones bring so much baggage.
So you're looking at a JBJD ticket, huh?
Yeah. Wouldn't that be something? Well, JBJD, yeah. And then you wonder who they're going to get for their vice presidents. It's too early to call that,
right?
But those I think are your two party favorites right now.
Yeah.
I just. AOC, too much baggage for the Democrats. They like to throw her out there to get that rally call, but then they're gonna pull her in.
No, I think she's gonna be up there. I think she's gonna be one of the last ones to drop out if she's not the nominee.
Oh, not a chance. She didn't even know she was going to be.
Who cares
in Congress?
That doesn't matter.
She's got puppeteers who run her.
Yeah,
and those puppeteers. After they see that money flow, and are going to say, "Back off, girl." And
she's the one making that money flow.
And she's going to say, "Okay." She's their money machine. If she loses that race, she's done. She's not going to go back as a representative.
No, there's too much money in the presidency to not take that chance.
No.
It's going to happen.
There's no.
She will run, guaranteed.
No, she's a money machine for at least 20 years. You put her in this position, she loses, that money stops. Because what's she going to do now? Write a book? That's not going to help them any. Go on a speaking tour. It'll make her rich.
Yeah,
but it's not going to do anything for the puppeteers, and that's who wants the money.
Anyway, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's too early to call. That's just my early prediction.
Yeah.
What else you got, Jeff?
Well, you were talking about J.B. Pritzker and the Chicago violence over the Labor Day weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And 8 dead, 58 people shot, wounded.
Yeah, but that's not violence, Jim. They got that under control.
Yeah, according to Pritzker,
it's better than 50 shot and 20 dead.
No.
Come on.
Well, I guess a little bit better.
Yeah.
Depending on who you're asking.
Well.
Because, but anyway, the president told Pritzker, get it under control or we're coming in.
Yeah.
And do it fast.
Yeah, and he doesn't want him to go in.
No, of course, Pritzker's saying all kinds of things like, standing strong against Trump and we don't need him in here. It's not they're go into a red state that's worse than this, and
well, there are some red states.
Of course there are.
But here's the thing. There's crime in all states. the cities that have the most crime, it's not that this governor is doing it. These mayors turn these cities into sanctuary cities, and allow that stuff to happen. You can have a governor who's a conservative person, but you've got these mayors in these cities who get into these positions.
This is a sanctuary city.
Yeah, and we're not going to arrest people if they steal less than $4,000. No, that's not the way it goes. It's
okay to steal up to $3,000, $3,999,
and that's exactly what they do.
Yeah,
and then you have a situation like a Chicago, and like perhaps a Memphis and some of these other places. I mean, look at D.C. It took one weekend, and there's no crime. And there's no crime. Why wouldn't you want that? And if you're Pritzker and that mayor, that dumbass that they have up there,
he's horrible.
Whatever Johnson or whatever his name is, why wouldn't you want? It's a win-win for you.
Yeah, it is. You're either going to get credit for cleaning it up, or it's going to be Trump's fault if it doesn't work.
Yeah. So why wouldn't you want it?
Yeah. Because right at this moment, you have to defy Trump. You have to.
And that's all it's about. That's all it's about. It's not about doing what's right. It's about.
And it has nothing to do with the constituents or the poor people getting killed or the terrified people in the city that can't go outside.
And I can tell you, if Joe Biden were still president and was offering Chicago federal help, they'd jump all over it.
Yeah.
That's the sad thing.
But the thing is, he would never do that because that's.
Yeah, but that's not my point. Is
I know what it is.
That's the sad thing.
Yeah,
there's such a block when the name Trump comes up. It's like automatic no.
Yep,
automatic no. But we're going to give every citizen in your district $1 million. No,
nope.
They don't need it. They're all doing just fine.
Yep.
Yeah, and
meanwhile, there's no food on anyone's table.
Yeah. But they went against Trump.
Yep. So that's a win,
and
because they stopped him from giving them money.
But that's wearing them out. I mean,
and it's making them look bad in a lot of people's eyes. They're doing interviews with citizens there saying, do you want the help to come in? I would love it. I mean, my kids can't go outside and play. My kids can't sit at the kitchen table because some rounds might come through the window and hit them.
Yeah. It's it really is sad. The Democrats have got to learn. I mean, they've been doing this long enough. They've got to learn. You got to stop going against Trump and have a platform, have an agenda. There's going against somebody as your agenda.
That's not an agenda.
Well, that will last insofar as that person is still there. He's only got another couple of years in there.
2 or 3 years
they've got to come up with a platform. What's the platform going to be? You get AOC in there, and we know her platform.
Yeah, it's Mom Donnie's.
It's communism.
Yeah, and
that's why I say they've all got to get on board and figure something out and figure it out quick.
They're in trouble if they don't. I'll tell you that.
No, they are. Yeah, they are in trouble, and it's sad. I mean, the only thing they have is yelling and screaming. 4-letter words here, 4-letter words there, calling for violence, and hoping that our president. They wake up and they see his demise in the newspaper. What kind of politics is this?
Come on.
What are you offering the poor? What are you doing about the tax situation? What are you doing about
the violence in your city?
And they don't want to look at that.
Because Trump's giving them answers, and they can't follow those answers because it's Trump.
So yeah.
But we've got a lot of drugs coming to the country, right, John?
Yeah, there's a lot of
illegal
drugs coming in.
Well, you heard about the boat strike, right? Off
Venezuela.
So, I sent in a clip. I don't think you saw it.
No, I didn't. Well, but I did see the boat getting blown up.
It's an incredible thing. 11 Venezuelan Tren de Aragua gang members transporting huge amounts of drugs. I think it was going to Puerto Rico.
Yeah,
which then makes its way into the United States.
Well, I did see the video of the boat, and my first question was, where are they fitting 11 people?
Yeah, there's 11 people on that boat.
It looked like a long one of those John boats.
Yeah,
it didn't look like something that you could see a whole bunch of bags in there, and I'm assuming those were drugs. I don't know, or money. I don't know. But then I saw a few people, and granted, those pictures are taken from the drone or from a long distance,
probably from outer space.
But, yeah, because we can't go in the water, but we can shoot those pictures. But I the first thing I thought of was 11 people on that thing.
Yeah,
it's just weird to me. It reminds me, everybody's like, oh, he's doing so good. He's getting all these drugs from coming into the country. How long have we been trying to stop drugs from coming into the country?
For a long time.
Well, was it Reagan who had the war on drugs?
Yep.
And maybe even before that. I don't even. We grew up with it.
Yeah, our whole lives for sure.
But then you have the CIA in the 80s,
Drugging
just as
people.
the war on drugs was declared. Remember in Nicaragua when Ortega took over?
Yeah.
And the Sandinistas were fighting the Contra rebels, and we were backing the Contras at the time. And they needed money, they needed funding. But we promised we wouldn't get into a war down there. So they basically funded that war with drugs, and we allowed it. And I'm not saying we directly took that money, but we allowed those Contra rebels to filter money and drugs through our border with the use of CIA
and protection.
So this has been going, and that's so deeply embedded now. The money that they're making,
and there's a lot of it, man. It's a lot of it.
Well, I didn't know that was happening.
Yeah,
well,
whatever.
You did know. You did know.
If you're getting a piece of it,
I got to be honest with you.
You're looking the other way a little bit, but
if we wanted to stop it, we could. Now that's not to say that these drug lords and cartels are not way more powerful, and they're different than they were back then. They're violent.
Yeah,
I saw this thing on some special about how they've evolved, and now it's they call them the Gen Zs.
Yeah.
Of drugs.
Yep.
And they watched their fathers and grandfathers build this dynasty, and for 20 years, in the back of their mind is, okay, I like the way they do that, but I'm going to do it this way now.
I'll be able to kill a lot more people.
And it's different. They're actively recruiting. Do you know what their number one recruiting source for these cartels is in Mexico? And it's open.
I'm guessing the internet.
Yeah, it's TikTok.
Yeah.
It's freaking TikTok.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. And the stories that you hear, these kids getting recruited in because they don't have money and they got to feed their family, so they go there and they're forced to do it.
And then once you're doing it, you're not getting out.
Yeah,
you're done. You're stuck.
Yeah, and if we wanted to stop that, and you're declaring these guys as terrorists, just take them out, man.
Yeah,
honestly, take them out.
Take them out.
There's going to be if it's a war, then let's go to war and end it.
Clear it, yeah.
And just end it. Well, then we'd have to kill most of the people down there, and
that's war.
That's war. People are going to die. Yeah. Well, if you declare war, you have to then
be willing to sacrifice some casualties.
Well, you have to take the responsibility and say war is hell. People die in war, and if you're going to declare war, you must expect people to die. Now I'm not saying go down there and willy-nilly drop bombs like we did in World War II.
Yeah, just carpet bomb the whole place
and level Mexico City. But I am talking about if you're gonna declare war on this, do it.
Yep.
Make it a war. Don't sit there and spout and spew and say, "Oh, we're at war with drugs." No, we're not.
We're at war with the people.
To any corner on any city in the United States and get any drug I want. That's including the little town of Anaconda. There's no place that's safe from drugs.
Of course not.
And we could stop it tomorrow.
But we got to stop the war. It's not a war on drugs. It's a war on the people bringing the drugs and producing the drugs and trying to get them in.
And therein lies the problem. Let's say you take the cartels out.
Somebody else is going to be there to step in, of course.
There's still going to be that demand.
Of course.
So now some new cartel is going to say, well, I've got the supply.
And the money. It's all about the money.
So,
man, there's too much money involved that it's never going to be gone. That's for sure.
So how do you fix that problem? It's an ongoing war?
Yeah, and that's it. You're never going to fix it.
Well, I think it could be fixed.
How?
You really do have to close off the supply, first and foremost. We know what those drugs are made from. End it. People talk about, all that fentanyl comes from China. Well, yeah, a lot of it does. And, China's got a horrible drug problem now.
Yeah.
An absolutely horrendous amount of people are dying every day in China. And it didn't used to be that way. It's not as simple as this is what we're going to do and it's going to fix the problem. You have to first, it's like when you're being attacked.
Yeah, you have to have a plan.
You're being attacked by troops. You don't just run and hide. You have to stop those troops from coming in. And once you stop those troops, you reconnoiter and say, here's our plan, so they can't do it again.
Right.
And that's what we have to do. The first thing you have to do is stop the supply.
And it won't be easy, but it's got to be done.
Well, yeah.
If you want it to end, that's the way it's got to be done. You've got to stop the supply.
Of course it can.
But,
yeah.
I don't know. It'd be very difficult.
That's just my 2 cents on how to fix the world in 20 seconds.
Yeah. Well, anyways, if they keep trying this, the fish are going to have a lot of Tren de Aragua fish food to eat. So,
yeah. I mean, I just don't know. 11 bodies.
Yeah.
I guess they know. They wouldn't lie about that, though, would they? They never lie.
Why would you? What's the point in that?
Yeah.
What do you gain from that? Just more dead bodies?
Yeah, I don't know.
So, but we also have troops off of Venezuela now. Off the
we've
coast of Venezuela.
Yeah, we're everywhere.
But
yeah, we're not in any war, but we're in all of them.
Right, we're in every one of them.
Yeah.
We're involved in them.
Yeah.
We're just not in them.
Yeah, which is another thing that pisses me off. we're not in the war. But every weapon and all the money
is ours, right?
Is ours. So,
yep.
To me, we're in the war.
Well, that's the biggest part of war.
Yeah.
You don't have the money and weapons, there is no war.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Anyway.
Did you hear about the guy from the UK who landed at Heathrow Airport and immediately got arrested?
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
I am so glad they got this evil criminal off the streets, man.
Yeah.
It is horrible what he did.
How dare him express his thoughts? This is becoming a normal thing over there in the UK. This isn't the first time this has happened.
Did you see? Do you know what his post was? He posted something on X, and the UK government then says, "No, that's hate speech. He's going to get arrested."
Yeah.
So, do you know what he posted?
What was the post?
It was about transgender males going into female spaces.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Guys going into the women's bathroom.
Yeah. He said.
And he said, if this happens, make a scene, call the cops, and if all else fails, punch him in the balls. That was the post.
Well, it's called the violence.
So.
It's a call to violence. So I just hope, what's her name from California, never goes to the UK because she'll be arrested.
Who?
Who's the congresswoman?
Yeah, I was just
going
to say something about her too.
Golly,
I can't think of her name
She's
right
always
now.
Calling for
saying if you get in their face.
Yeah, get in their face. If you're in a restaurant,
Maxine Waters.
Yeah, if you're in a restaurant, don't let them leave. Get up in their face.
Yeah.
Well, that's I don't know.
At a restaurant, at a gas station, at a supermarket.
Yeah. This thing in UK does not surprise me.
It's getting ridiculous. So that's where we're headed if we don't turn things around pretty soon.
So I heard a stat the other day that just shocked me. This guy was talking about how many people in Russia were arrested for their posts being just like you said.
We talked about this.
And there was 330 something.
Yeah.
And there's 5,300
in the UK. It's crazy.
5,000 people
arrested for saying something, not doing anything, just saying something.
Yeah. Well, and they're also arresting people for just thinking stuff.
Well, that's not fair because that's actually praying, and how dare she pray?
Yeah, and I know you're making light of it, but that's serious.
It's scary. It's scary.
When the police officer says, "Are you praying right now?" And she says, well, I am in my head.
You're under arrest.
You're under arrest.
For praying in your head.
Wasn't saying anything out loud. I'm not even allowed to think certain things, and they will arrest you in the UK. Yeah, it's getting rough.
That's scary.
And if you think it won't come here soon, with the people that they have in there, like AOC and
Momdani,
Momdani and all these guys, it's coming, guys. It's coming.
The whole squad, basically.
Yeah.
Cori Bush.
Yeah.
I mean, there's...
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be rough. What else you got, Jim? So let me just say this one thing. I don't know why I was thinking of it. It's kind of completely off topic.
Okay.
We normally have something funny to say about the WNBA.
I'm so glad you brought up the WNBA.
So I don't know of anything that happened, but I was watching highlights from baseball, and the Rockies and the Giants.
Oh, yes.
Freeland, who's a pitcher, and Devers was up, and Devers is a good hitter.
Right.
And Devers smacked a home run and just sat there and watched it and kind of, did the home run thing.
Yep.
And Freeland, which in my opinion is okay, he said, hey, man, stop staring and run the bases.
And we argued about this.
And then Devers gets mad and says some shit to him, and then next thing you know, both benches are cleared. And what was the first thing I said to you, Jim? I said, Devers shouldn't get any credit for that home run because he didn't finish running the bases.
I agree with that.
They cleared the bench.
But you're not going to run the bases, John, when both benches are cleared on the mound. That's not going to happen.
Okay, so then after it's all done,
then they should
where's
make
Devers?
Run
Get
the
out
bases.
there and finish
right.
running.
That I agree with.
That's a rule in baseball. And here's the thing that makes me mad about this whole thing. If you can't handle somebody telling you to run the bases, and it was just a few weeks ago we had that.
You've got that so backwards, though, John.
No, it doesn't matter. On either side, it doesn't matter. If you can't handle taunting, and I don't care if you're the pitcher or the batter, it's just like that outfielder that somebody said, oh, your mom texted me, and they had to stop the game, and he cried for a freaking week, and that guy got kicked out of the game. These guys are so soft now. It used to be we would fight in baseball when you got hit continuously on purpose by the pitcher.
Yep.
And
pitcher's throwing the ball at you, and it used to happen a lot.
It used to be legal, and we used to use that as a form of strategy.
Yeah.
Okay, this guy's coming on, I want to beat him, and then he's going to be outside, and I can strike him out every time.
Yep.
You're not allowed to do that anymore. So, that's part of the game.
And that's kind of these guys are throwing upwards of 105 miles an hour now.
Yeah. And I'm not saying hit him in the face. We never did that.
No, you aim for their butts or their
and they're going to turn
thighs.
And hit their back. But that's part of the game. But if you can't handle being told to run the bases and you've got to snap back, you're making $100 million. Deal with it, man.
Yeah, and if you can't handle somebody hitting a home run off of you and dancing down first baseline, and that makes you snap, then that's the same thing.
I've got no problem with them jabbering back and forth. In fact, that's one of the things about sports that I like is that competitive spirit. What I have a problem with is the bench is clearing because of it.
Well, the benches have been clearing, John, for years and years and years.
Yeah, but not because of stuff like that.
Not because of somebody saying something. It's because somebody charged the mound or something.
Not because somebody said, "Hey, you should run," instead of dancing. What? Oh my God, let's go get him! Yeah, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. What the frick is wrong with these guys?
They're soft.
I'll tell you what it is. They need a hobby because this isn't working. They need to do something. Take up bowling or something, something where you can exert some energy. Because these guys aren't doing anything but sitting there twiddling their thumbs, getting on Instagram. He called me a name. I'm blocking him. It's nuts. Anyway, that's my sports highlight for the day. I think I've got a video of the fight. You want to look at it?
Yeah, let's see it.
Yeah, there they are. I'm not sure which one is Freeland and which one is Devers.
Devers has
because
the
ball.
Angle. Oh, yeah.
There.
He just took the ball away from Devers. Devers is trying to get. Well, wait a minute, John. Wait. That's not it. That's the wrong one.
Oh, yeah.
That's next week's WNBA clip.
That's the WNBA fight right here. That's right.
Yeah, but I think you do have the actual clip.
Yeah, I don't even want to see it. I'll play it. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Number one in the
sport.
So there he is hitting a home run, and yeah, it's a great hit. And he does have good form. I love the way he swings the bat.
And he's dancing out. See how Freeland's walking towards first baseline, taunting him, and all he's doing is taunting back. He's not doing anything.
You're allowed to do that. And he wouldn't even hit first base. He wouldn't even look at the bag.
He did hit first base.
No,
he was turning. He was turning on second.
He didn't even touch.
He was turning to second.
He didn't touch the bag.
Right.
In fact, he should be out for leaving the baseline.
Well, you don't have much choice when the benches are cleared.
He needs to be out. And yeah, so then the bench is clear, and that thing goes on and on and on, and it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, you seem to have some animosity against the way he was running the bases or something, because he didn't do anything wrong. He hit the ball. He sat there and watched the ball go over the fence like everybody does.
I look at it like this.
And then he's dancing down, and then the pitcher's walking towards the baseline at him.
I look at it like this. I've hit plenty of home runs, and I've been taunted running the bags. And you know what I did? I made it fun. I taunted him more by either skipping or going, woo!
Yeah, or said something back to him.
That's what you do.
Or said something back to him.
No, man.
Yes, you did.
No, you know me.
Yeah, I know, and you're going to taunt somebody as much as you can to try and get them into a fight.
I'm more likely to taunt them that way because I know that's going to get under their skin. Well, that's what he should have done.
Well, that's what he did. And it got under the pitcher's skin, and the pitcher started headed towards first baseline after him.
His bench was the first one out there.
I don't care about his bench. I'm talking about him.
I don't care.
He did nothing wrong.
That pitcher has every right to be anywhere on that field. He can go up to that first base if he wants to. He can go right straight to that foul line.
That's fine.
So that's his area.
Okay, and it's also his area walking that he can dance down and taunt.
No, that's not.
Yes, it is.
The only area he has
is the baseline, and that's where he was.
Is the baseline that he
said. That's
said,
where he was.
But you're saying the pitcher was walking towards him. He's allowed to.
Well, yeah, I don't care, John. But
I know
you're saying
you don't
he
care,
wasn't doing anything.
You don't care about the rules.
No, what rules did he break, John?
He left the baseline.
He did not leave the baseline until the bench is cleared.
His bench.
It doesn't matter whose bench. You're talking about his rule, the rule that he broke.
Yeah.
He didn't break a rule.
I'm not talking about a rule that he broke. I'm talking about their whiny little bitches. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
And then he didn't touch the bases.
Okay. Well,
that's what I'm talking about.
And I agree with you. They should have, once they got it cleared off, if that home run's going to count, he has to run the bases and touch every base.
Yeah.
But
they didn't, and he got the run.
And the pitcher got kicked out.
Yeah, and the pitcher got kicked out. That's ridiculous. I mean, these guys are so soft. And what is this, 30 minutes now we're talking about these soft pansies? It drives me crazy. You know? And I can understand wanting to stick up for your teammate and your buddy and your chum and the guy who just put you in the lead. But come on, man. You're going to fight because somebody told him to run, or to stop dancing and start running? I mean, come on, man.
See,
these players today.
And he probably said something like, stop throwing pancakes towards the plate and it won't happen.
Yeah, that's what he should have said.
He probably did, and that's probably what
pissed
him off and made him start heading towards the...
He's allowed to.
He's allowed to, but who does that, John? Only when you're upset.
It doesn't matter. You're allowed to do it.
Okay, and he's allowed to walk up the baseline.
And then what I would have done is after he got to first base, the next time, if he got on base, I would have walked over and had a conference with the first baseman after every pitch just to entice the guy. That's how you play the game. That's how you get in somebody's head. You don't have the damn bench come out and say,
he didn't have the bench come out, John. It's not like he gave some signal and said, all right, guys, get him.
This is not something that just happens, Jim. This is the way your team...
Why are you vilifying the guy running the bases, John? Because he didn't do anything wrong.
Listen to what I'm saying. I'm vilifying the team for coming out onto the field.
But that's not how that started. And now you're saying you're vilifying the team,
this is what
which
happens.
I said at the beginning.
This is what happens. That's a way... you're saying, oh, what's he supposed to do about it? Change the behavior of your teammates. That's what you do about it.
Okay, because he can control the whole team.
You're damn right
As
you
he's
can.
running first.
You have a
first
leader
base.
in that dugout. You should know this, just like you have a leader on the football field who can change things in the locker room. And that's why they're the leaders. But my point is, they don't have leaders now. They have $100 million each, and that's all they give two shits about. They don't care about the fan or let's follow the rules. What they care about is, man, I'm going to go out here and do my thing for a couple
Well, there
hours.
is no allegiance anymore. If another team offered somebody money, they'd go there. But
there's no nothing, man. There's no.
I mean, it's not like it used to be back in the day.
There's
you had
no
a team,
love
and you
for
were
the
there
game.
for the team.
There's no love for the game.
You had pride in that team, but yeah, it's different now.
Anyway, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So that little thing took us
but
way more time than I wanted to spend on these pansies.
We'll move on here a little bit. You guys remember the whole Coldplay incident with the Kiss cam?
Remember it? It just happened.
Yeah. Well, it was a couple weeks ago, so we have short memories, as we've said.
Yeah.
Well, Coldplay has another video now, and they invited a couple of fans up on stage to talk to. I don't even know do you know the singer for Coldplay?
Something Martin.
Whatever his name is. And,
no relation.
Huh?
No relation.
No, thank goodness. But the first question he asked him was, "Where are you from?" And the girl says, "I am from Israel." And do you saw it. What did he say? What was his response?
Oh, he made her feel like crap.
Yeah, he basically what he said was,
we have a lot of people from Gaza probably in the audience.
So we won't hold that against you or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is basically what he meant.
He belittled them, and he doesn't know if there were people from Palestine or Gaza in the audience. Yeah. It's just his anti-Israel sentiment had to come out. And shame on him for doing that.
Yeah.
That he shouldn't. It shouldn't matter. They paid to get into your concert.
Welcome. What song do you like best? Go on. Don't bring up this politic crap.
Yeah, and they think that because people come to hear their music, they want to hear what they have to say about everything in the world. We don't.
Look.
Listen, singers, band members, sports people,
actors, all of you.
We don't give two shits about what you think about politics.
Most of you can't think. You're just good
game.
at acting or singing or something.
Stick to your game. That's all we want to hear.
Yeah. You'd make a whole lot more money because half the population doesn't even listen or watch your stuff because of...
I don't go to a Trump rally to hear him sing.
Right.
And I don't go to your concerts to hear politics.
And I don't go to a WNBA game. Period.
Well, that's because we can't afford the $2.25 for a ticket.
but anyway, guys, it's ridiculous, and Coldplay, shame on you,
Yeah, that was
horrible.
Horrible thing to do. It was sad, and you lost me. I mean, not that I listen to your music, but
I might know some of their songs, but I couldn't tell them to you right now. But if I heard it, I might know it.
Yeah.
But anyways, enough of that. Did you hear about Rosie O'Donnell?
Oh my God! So I saw the video with Rosie and her wart or whatever that thing was growing on her lip,
sore.
Big freaking herpes.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, that thing was bigger than her head.
Yep.
Giving an apology.
Yeah, bending over backwards, trying to apologize to Trump, begging forgiveness.
Well, I don't know
Not
about
quite that.
No,
Wasn't quite that.
I don't know about that. No. What? Right after that church shooting last week.
Well, she came out and said some pretty horrible things.
Well, without knowing the facts.
Right, of course.
She said, of course, it's an NRA-loving white male who's probably MAGA. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, the truth came out that it was a transgender leftist,
who hated Trump.
And so then she had to come out and apologize. And she really didn't apologize.
No, she didn't.
But she did let everybody know she was the star of the Flintstones movie, which I thought it was such a weird way to open up that video. Hey, everybody, Rosie O'Donnell, star of the Flintstones. Dude, first of all, when was that movie?
I think wasn't that back in like the early 90s or something?
Maybe. And she's still stuck on that.
Well, it's the last thing she ever did, probably.
Well, she did something besides then.
Well, was she ever on The View?
I don't know. There wouldn't
She'd
be
fit
room
in.
for anybody else
She'd
on The
fit
View
in.
if she was on there. I mean, just such a gross person she is.
Yeah, she is.
She's another one, Jim, that an actor who thinks we want to hear what she has to say about politics.
And we don't.
And she just can't see the forest for the trees. And everything that she says goes straight to, I'm blaming Trump. Instead of sitting back, having a mind over media and
thinking about it,
getting the information, and then using your mind that God gave you to come up with a conclusion. They just have to jump right in and say something stupid.
Which they're good at. They're very good at saying stupid things.
So good at it. So good at it.
But anyways, we have a couple comments we want to share with you guys from some viewers.
Yeah, so some other things that people just jump out and don't think about what they're saying.
We love them, and we love you guys.
Yeah, no, we do love them.
This was from Shane from the U.S., and his comment was, you guys make more noise than an echo chamber.
Yes, we do.
And it's a good thing, because otherwise you wouldn't hear us.
Yeah. You know, we tried doing it without sound, and it just doesn't work out as good.
No.
It's a lot better
when you
sound.
Can actually hear it.
Yeah, and also it might be your headphones.
You could probably turn it down a little bit.
Yeah, check those out. Something.
Or get a new pair.
Yeah. Go wireless.
Yeah. But don't turn us off.
Who's next?
But the next one and the last one, Have Four Mores says,
oh, yeah, he's active a lot.
Yeah. This dude would fight for his life on a brisk walk.
Yeah, I think he was talking about me in that comment.
Well, it was, one of the comments from when you were talking about
the flag, protecting the flag.
Right.
Yeah. Well, first of all, me in a brisk walk. When
was the last time you had a brisk walk?
No, there would be no fighting at all because
it doesn't happen.
I avoid that brisk walk at all costs. So that's out. But I do get what you're saying.
But understand, you don't have to be in a brisk walk when you're fighting. And fighting and brisk walks have two different types of...
100%. The cardio is completely different.
Yeah.
Now, not to say I wouldn't, do a brisk walk to save our wonderful flag, because I would.
Yeah.
But
just might have to rest before we actually fight.
Yeah. No, you won't catch me on a brisk walk, though. So, but I will protect our rights and our flag. What else, Jim? Anything else?
That's it. That's the show for today, folks.
All right.
Unless you want to add something.
No, I think we've pretty much
covered
established
everything?
what I wanted to establish, that professional baseball has gone down the tubes.
Professional sports.
And they're
has
all
gone down the
pansies
tubes.
and whiny.
And that's... Get rid of baseball. Just say professional sports, because basketball's the same, football's the same.
Not just professional.
Sports in general, right?
So, college football this last weekend.
Yep.
Montana State, the Cats.
Oh, yes, the duck head fell off on the field.
Yeah.
And then he ran off the field and left the head on the field.
Yeah. So this is where
Oregon Ducks.
This is where
mascot.
This is where I say pansies. If that would have happened, if the mascot lost his head when we were in college, we'd have
had that head up in the crowd.
We'd have grabbed the head of that mascot, wore it, and ran, and then gave it to somebody and tossed it around the crowd for hours.
Yep.
And it would have been a great time and fun. But these fans today just sit there and look at it and go,
"Oh, that poor guy."
I hope there's a cry room in the back for him.
I need a cry room right now just thinking about it.
Well, which I think that game was in Bozeman.
Oregon. No, it was in Oregon.
So it was in Oregon, because if it was in Bozeman, they certainly would have had a cry room.
Yes. But the good news is the Cats actually scored the Bobcats.
Yeah, they did. They
did score. It was a complete annihilation.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sorry, Bobcats, but
I'm not.
The worst team in Montana.
Yeah.
as far as college goes.
Yeah. Go Grizz.
They have a professional team, a professional basketball or professional football team in Montana that's better than you guys. Oh, wait.
Yeah. Well, professional.
There isn't a professional team.
I know that.
But the professional Montana team could probably beat the Cats.
Oh, yeah. Which means, you should have said the flag football team from the local high school or elementary school.
Now, if the Grizz were there, it might have been a different story.
Yeah. Then we'd have had that head out.
We'd have had the head.
Yeah. But anyway.
Guys, we're just joking. Montana, we love you. We love you, Bobcats.
No, we don't.
I mean,
what are you talking about?
We like you.
See, there you go. It's okay
look,
to not like a team.
I don't. But when
I don't like the Cats,
I understand.
So don't say we like you.
No,
we don't.
Here's the thing: if it's the Cats and somebody else for the championship, who are you going to root for? You're going to root for the Montana team.
Well, it depends on who somebody else is. If it's
Idaho,
if it's an SEC team, I'm rooting for SEC all the way.
Well, they're not going to be with an SEC. Okay.
Yeah, it's the Cats, Jim.
Yeah, I know, and I don't like the Cats.
It's your sworn enemy.
I'm a Grizz.
I don't have to like them.
But my point was, if it's the Cats in another team in a championship, I'm probably rooting for the Montana team.
Yeah. Okay.
So, just like, do you like Alabama?
No.
But you root for Alabama when they're playing against a non-SEC team.
When they're playing against the Cats? Yeah.
See? And they're your sworn enemy. So that's the point I'm making.
But they're a rung down from the Cats. I mean, I have this 50-some-year hatred of that team.
Yeah, so that's for sure.
You can't suddenly just say, "Oh yeah, I love them," and don't worry, I like you guys. No, it's not true. All right.
Okay, how about this? There is a chance we could root for you at some time in some situation.
Yeah. That theory of relativity says that you can be in
two places at once.
Yeah. There's a possibility at some point there. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Tell a friend about us. Email us. Let us know what you think, what you would like us to talk about. Send comments.
Yeah.
mindovermedia@usa.com. mindovermedia@usa.com.
Hit us up on all the socials, guys. Invite a friend, and we'll talk to you next time.
I appreciate it, guys. We love you. Thanks.
Love you guys.